Hello, this is Raid Al Balushi, and now I'll talk in this video of ways to help us solve the student loans crisis that is happening in the United States right now. Many college students are taking huge debts and loans from the bank to be able to go to university and just to get a bachelor degree. And a lot of jobs are like the minimum requirement is to get a bachelor degree, and in this video I'll try to discover other ways to help like at least lessen the stress on this issue. For example, the income versus debt ratio. In many countries such as Sweden, most students have an average college debt of $20,000. In Sweden specifically, 70% of college students borrow for their tuition expenses. All borrowers do not accrue interest or even have to pay back their loans until they are able to find a job that pays them a minimum of $40,000. So that actually helps the students a lot. So if the students are not able do not have a minimum of $40,000 per year, they do not have to pay their student loans, because the government knows that if they pay their student loans, they'll not be able to have easygoing lives. And the second point is that payment withholding. For example, in Australia, the student loan debt system is set up like the 401k. Upon graduation, every student who has a student loan debt automatically has a certain amount taken from their check that is paid toward their loans. So actually, this is a very smart movement from the Australian government. It's like, instead of saving for their retirement, they're actually putting that money. The government is taking that money from their salary and putting it towards their student loan debts, and that actually, when they end up graduating, they'll not even have to think about it. They'll not have to think about paying their loans, because the government has been taking money from their salaries and putting it towards their student loan. And finally, the college choice. Despite Despite what Ivy League schools would have you believe, there is a very little evidence that prestigious schools graduate higher earnings or even better job placement. This is a myth in the United States, that if you graduate from, for example, USC, you'll automatically have a high paying job, and people would be willing to pay a lot of money to graduate from like a prestigious school such as USC, in hope that they will get a better job in the future. But that's not necessarily true, and statistics do not prove that. So you can go to schools like CSUN that are very affordable, I think, and you'll actually have a decent degree and very acceptable, and employers will employ you immediately. And yeah, and that's about it. That's the end of my video. I think those are the 3 points that will help us solve the problem the problem related to the student loan crisis in the United States. And thank you.